Is there still delay?
Yes, I can see a screen now. Please continue.
Okay. Just a second. So should we start with the quiz then? Should I share the code?
Yeah, yes, Ashika. Let's start with the what all we covered in the last week. So probably if anybody has any queries or questions, you can just help them out. If nobody has any questions, probably then let's proceed further with the Kahoot and understand each of the point, each of the question, why that question is important and what is the reason or logic behind the questions as well.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey everyone, how are you all doing? I hope everyone is being safe at their places. So in last few days, we just read about what is the data type in Python, how the data type is being processed upon, what is the major importance of variable in the data type, how many types of data type are there, a lot of the majorly in the number, tuple, list, then dictionary, strings are much more important than that. After that, we shifted to what are the how the lists are being operated, how the lists are being assigned, how the dictionary is being assigned, then appended, later resorted, and then removed to that. Furtherly, we discussed about what actually the dictionaries and their tuples are being relatable to each other. And moving to the tuples and the dictionaries and tuples, we don't need any parentheses, or these are just an recorded values of the value. And dictionary, we just have the two operations, that is key and value. And each of key and each of value are being paired in the pairs only, because if there is a key, there is obviously the value also. If there is a value, there is a key also. Then strings, we just read about the variables, like it is just a storage of a memory allocated to particular integers or the particular the word sentences and that. Now, how the strings and how the lists are being variable to each other, and moving forward, how the lists are being there. I gave a beautiful example of a list, like you are being in a room, and in a room you have, it's just an empty room, and now you have to just place the items in that. Okay, now placing LED, then your bedroom set, then almirah, dressing table, study table, bookshelf, that then it's much more. So your room is just your square brackets, and your just compiled equipment, and your items are just an elements containing in the list. Now, what happened when we used to convert the list, or when we have an the determinations of the list? We have a couple of types of elements. That means like different data types can be used in the list. Okay, and a different data types means like you can be assigning that all in the singularities. Now, after that, we move to what actually your NumPy is, or what is your NumPy criterizations. Okay, and forwarding to the NumPy and the array shapes. Then it's your the introduction to your NumPy, how we data, how we analyze our data while doing the inspections, cleaning, transforming, and modeling data. These were the four ways to process your data. That was the inspecting, cleansing, transforming, and modeling data. Okay, now what happened when you do all these stuff, when you do all the proper agenda of that, you just need uh, the proper the assignations of your data, where your data is being stored and how. Okay, now what happened when we move to the moving to the NumPy packages or NumPy that the abbreviation of NumPy is numeric Python. When we all move to that, we just require that it should have high performance. It should have the proper data analyzing. It should have the low level libraries for the mathematical functions. Then it should have a proper screening of your data. Okay, now proper screening of your data, it depends upon how your screening is being done. And your NumPy or how your MATLAB are both are like, these all are being the combination of Python. Okay, but what happened when we used to replace the MATLAB with the NumPy, it obviously gave us the advantage of it. Okay, giving such an advantage or giving such an criteria for that, this means that you have a proper work to done as a NumPy. Now in the NumPy, we read about what are the extensions of your NumPy, or what are the beneficial of your arrays. Okay, moving forward, that it should be the efficient. It should have an inbuilt memory. It is contiguous. It is homogeneous. Homogeneous means like it can be of the types that can be algebraic, just to be algebraic. Now, what happened when we use the Python NumPy? So it has a different applications, that is image processing, then it is signal processing, linear algebra, and there is a lot of image processing, like cardiovascular detection, then it is car price detection, and there are a lot many to just charge out. Then we read about like how your ecosystem is being available, or how your NumPy has been configured out. Okay, containing a lot of packages or containing a lot of just surroundings in that. That means that you actually have some of the basic criteria, that is either it is OpenCV, pandas, because NumPy and pandas, these both are being importantly storage in the one place. Okay, because it is not at the place of the structuring, and it is not at the serialized way. Okay, now what happened when we used to do an operation in NumPy? Things to remember in the operation of the NumPy, that is it should have a fast vectorized array operation, that is for data munging, data cleaning, data subsetting, data filtering, transformation, and there are a lot of computations in that. Further, that is that you should have a proper sorting in that. Okay, if you don't have a sorting, or if you don't have a unique ideas, or you don't have a set of operations in that, you are not able to process your data until or unless you have done a proper assembleizations. Third is that it should have an efficient description statics, or it should have a data alignment or the relational data. Now, just to remember, like where your NumPy operations of your NumPy is being amplified to, and how they are being. Okay, now when you used to do the group wise data manipulation, that is just an aggregation or your transformation or your functional part, that all depends upon what happened when you start the data normalization or data structuring. That all depends upon if it is being the structural or not. Okay, if it is structural, or if it is not structural, that depends like how you are being going to offend that data. Okay, now offending that data, that depends upon that whether the data is being assigned or whether that data is not. Okay, now always and always remember that the logical operations are being used as an expression in your arrays instead of your loops in that. Okay, and loops, it can be, it is if, it can be elif, that is else if, and your else branches in that. Okay, now just remember one thing in your Python, in your that NumPy, just remember one thing, and your pandas also, just remember one thing, you should have a proper visualization of your programs. And just for the visualization of your program, you just need to have a proper statics and proper statistics arrays analysis. Okay, now if you don't have that proper analysis of your statics of your output, that is not being beneficial to you. Being beneficial, like having the beneficial amount of data or everything, this is just to needed like you have either assigned it or either just replicate that. Okay, now we shifted to the NumPy errors. What is NumPy errors, or how your NumPy errors are being clarified to it. So just moving forward to that, like we know like every arbitrary structure, every data type has been classified into the dimension. We used to classify that as the dimension that is the 1D, 2D, or 3D, all. Okay, and every memory or every memory structure, that all are being tried as in particularly computed indexing formula. Okay, always remember that the NumPy error always been indexed at 0. Okay, and these dimensions are known as x's. X's where the collisions and being the appearance is being resembling. Okay, that is what your x's are being about. Now, what happened when you have your array type as a 1D or your array type of 2D or 3D? These all are being done with the indexing starting from 0. In 2D, we know in 2D we have a row and we have a column in that. The size of rows and size of column is being written in that. Now, what happened when you have a proper data visualization or data graphics? That the data visualization and data graphics means like you are having a particularly a proper communication information that is used, and it is too efficient also. It is used to view statistically as in plots, as an information graphics, as a table, as a chart, as a bar graph, as a pie chart, the line heat maps, the line graphs, then double line graphs, and there are many more data visualizations in that. The main advantage of the data visualization, it is accessible. The data, every complex data came up to the accessibility, understandable, and it is usable in that. Okay. Now, data infographics, just to remember, like it is proper included as in text, as in numbers, as in metaphors, or that has been individuality to the illustrations in that, or just to like make it more interactive. Like suppose you are being just getting ready for a party. Now you will not go to your party just in your casual or in your home wear dresses. No, you will be getting ready for your party as in properly like shoot up a guy or a woman and that. Okay, so you are being making an interactive part to look better. So that's how the data infographic is all about. Now, what happened when we have a proper comparison of data visualization or infographics? That means like comparison between method of generation, quantity of data, degree of aesthetic treatment, interactive versus static. Okay, and every point, method and quantity both are more than infographics. Okay, and degree is being less artful in the data visualization than infographics in that. Infographics are very much like beautiful, artful in that, and it is a good way of presenting your data in a visualized part. Now, what in the data visualization, we have graphs, we have diagrams, we have timeline, templates, flowchart, metaphor, mind maps. Now, when we used to do an hierarchy of your data type or any of that, we have been classified in the objects, numbers, bool, and these further are being extended to integers in exact and character and word. Further, we have then byte, short terms, long terms, double, single, then it is long float, and there's lot many more. Okay. Now, what happened when we have a built-in function as an operators? Or the similarity is in the NumPy and the simple operators and that. We have an almost comparison, arithmetic, exponential, then it is bitwise, logical, and predict, almost same at that. But what happened in our NumPy, we have a trigonometric in that. We have hyperbolic in that, predicates in that. Okay, these three are being different. Among the Python part. Now, what is mind map? Now, creating a mind map, that is just like we all have a brain. Okay, in our brain there is cerebrum also. Okay, and there is cerebellum also. And in that, what has been connecting our mind to our full body, or our mind to our full lengthwise, and your bones and your legs and everything, like your nerves are there. So what they are being connecting nerves are there. There is now connecting mind to the neurons. Okay. What happened now? Neurons are taking your signals, and neurons are taking your all the information from your mind to your different body structure. Okay. That is just in concept. to create an image. Now you are being seeing your image through your eyes. Now this is not a clear image. Okay, the clear image is behind your brain. That this image is being replicating behind as an ideally, and that is opposite to that. Okay, this is not a real image. What are you being seen in your eyes? Firstly, just in heat map. This is being going to our brain, and it is being replicating in that. So in our brain, that image is downward, and that is just means the opposite of. And this image is being replicating from our mind, from our cerebrum or cerebellum to our eyes, and that we are being seeing the straight images. That's how our mind is being like in this mind map also. That is how then different like branches are there, or different you can say the neurons are there to just connect to different central parts, or your like transferring the concepts in that. Okay. Now, what type of chart types are? There are bar, there is bench, line, pie, donuts. Combo is there, area, scoring chart, full gauge, half gauge, quarter gauge, linear gauge, and there are bubble gauge. A lot many in that. It depends upon you, like how you want to see the image, or how you want to see the output actually. Now, how you select your data? First of all, if you need just in tracking, okay, of short or long periods, you use line graphs. If you just need the like the whole structure of over the all the comparison, you just need the pie graph. Bar graph, it means like you just need to have a comparison between different groups or different tracks to change over the time. That is what your bar graph meant to. Okay. Now area graph is just to transfer area graph is just to transfer the one over the time, or the one over the more groups in that. Okay. XY plot, that is not an XY plot, but it is an independent or dependent variable relationship with each other. Okay, one is independent and one is independent in that on the X or Y axis. Now, what happened when we have a NumPy multi-dimension arrays? Okay, now starting from either zeros or creating one, that depends upon what array functions you are being using. Okay, now when we used to any of the we have to create any of an array, we just need to remember that the value has been written in the set, and after that there should be row, there should be column. Third, the NumPy functions are being created to the array of zeros. Okay. Fourth, it should have the data type, and if your data type is not took with a further ejections, so it is not the proper arena for that. Okay, a proper arena in the sense that basically a proper arena said that it should satisfy your 4 of your requirements in that. Okay, now what happens when you have a built-in functions or built-in data structures in that? It always depends upon whether it generates a float or it generates an int. If you have not defined it also, so it will taking the default value as a float only. Okay. Now what happens? Just let us move to one of the more important. Yeah, to the multi-dimensional NumPy error. So the n-dimensional the NumPy error is. So for the NumPy error, we generally used to say that it is an n-dimensional or a homogeneous collection of items. Okay, just for the same kind. Okay, having the same kind of the elements or having the same kind of the determinizations in that. Always remember that it has first of all the header, the data type, the head where the value is being stored, and the array scalar, whether it's in scalar or whether it's an that multi or any of that. Okay. Now Brownian motion, we read about it's in the formula. First of all, the Brownian motion that has an x small t plus dt is equals to x of t, then plus n0 sigma square dt, and then again the differentiation of that. Now from where the Brownian came. So Brownian motion, we just read about whatever the particles in the science also we read about whatever the particles are being that it used to fluctuate. Okay, it used to fluctuate in the sense that it has a value, but that value doesn't appear with the momentum. Similarly, in our machine learning, we have a graph that appears at the fluctuation points. Okay, that isn't a random as in a clean graph, or it's just not a constant graph in that. It always and always fluctuates. Got my point? Fluctuation means that either it is being getting or not. Now, how we create an array, or how we create the functional arrays in that. Okay, so creating the functional arrays, we remember like either we have to convert that list inputs, then convert input to n arrays or n type of arrays or any of that, then arrange that built-in range, or we have to just create the shapes of your arrays, or we have to create the zeros like or zeros one in that. Okay, just let us shift to your quiz now. So if the quiz part is visible. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, Anshika, you are. Please
Okay, it's
continue.
visible. Huh? Campaign has been loading. So guys, do click on the Kahoot quiz first of all. I'm dropping in the chat section. Isn't there the chat section? Click on this link.
Guys, let me know if anybody is facing some issues connecting to Kahoot. So yeah, we can give you a separate link on WhatsApp or the email. Anshika, can you just give that code again? Members are asking the code.
Sir. Yeah, I'm just sharing it. Yeah, the number is here, guys. I'm just again copy pasting it. Start joining. Yeah, I'm dropping it.
Yeah, just give some couple of minutes. Meanwhile, I'll also send an email and WhatsApp.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So here's the Kahoot link and Kahoot number.
Anshika,
Yes, sir.
can you try to refresh? It looks like I am not able to join.
Even you are not able to join. Yes, you have to
Yeah.
go for
You
the join the
6
game.
85.
Yeah, yeah. It is 33668574.
I think I just
336857 Yeah, that only I read, na? Oh, here also.
okay. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, sure. Just they have to join it. Just click on this link, that play.co.it, and they have to just click on the joining the game and enter the pin. That's it. Are you able to enter, sir?
Just a minute. I'm just broadcasting to others. Just give me a minute.
Okay, sir. Okay, guys, those who are not able to join it, just let me tell them like how you can join it. Just go right on the browser Kahoot. Okay. After Kahoot, just click on the first of your web browser, that is Play Kahoot. And after that, here you have to enter the game pin. Okay, where here I mentioned the game pin, that is 3368574. Again, the same copy over here and write this part. Okay, just 3368574. Then enter it. Okay, because I am already the host over here and I can't enter it. Okay, just like that, enter it. That's it. Is it fine now?
Yes, yes, I'm able to log in. I'm pretty sure others should also be able to log in now.
Yeah. Please join it as soon as possible. Start joining it. It is just really for the fun. Just testing your on the knowledge you read in the last days. At the last, you people are going to judge out who is first, second, third, or fifth. Just to appreciation. That's it. But you people are going to learn about the what questions are there for the quiz and how you can like recognize all the concept of that. Start joining. Even though there is a point also, double points, single points are there. Just like that's really amazing. Join it. Any problem you guys are being feeling like not able to join, just drop in the chat section. I'll ready to help you out. Okay, guys, let's start it. Just to give you an overview of quiz. So, as a NumPy quiz today. Okay. So, here's your first question. That is what NumPy stands for. So, you have 20 seconds. Now, 15 are being left. Now, what NumPy stands for? So, here on your screen, you people are having these icons: triangle, square, rhombus, and that is square. Only the questions are being appearing on my screen. That full answers are being appearing on my screen. That is numbering Python, numerical Python, number in Python, then none of above. Okay, rest everything. Your these circles or their triangles, rhombus, and square symbols are being appearing on your screen. Those who have been entered the quiz icon. Okay, the whatever the code is. Okay, these people, and whosoever is being given the correct answer, that will be appeared like these much of people have given the correct answers, and the correct answers will also be showing that which is correct and which is wrong over there. Okay, so NumPy stands for the numerical Python. Moving next. So here is a scoreboard where the all the like whatever you score according to the time. Okay, so who is being giving the firstly will be receiving more points. It is according to the time, whatever you are being responding to. So moving forward, the second question, if a dimension is given as dash in a reshaping operations, other dimensions are automatically calculated as. So here again on your screen, these icons are there. Just tap to this icon and that will show me the correct answers. That's who have given the correct answer. 3 seconds left. 2, 1, 1. So again, the correct answer for this is that negative one. Okay, so negative one is the correct answer, and one of you has been given this answer infinite. So why it's a negative? Now, how we can do the reshaping automatically? It's infinite also, but it just asked about how the reshaping of operations are being done with because we don't have any array in that. Okay, add any of that. Now what we can do is we can shift to that array as a negative indexing and a positive indexing for just collaborating with the proper reshaping of operations. Now again, let's see the scoreboard. So again, Arun is on the same position. Actually, so again, moving, this is the double point answer. Whosoever is giving the quick answer is getting the double face answer. So which of the following set of the buffer using the U functions? It's buff size, it's set bus size, and size. This way read and very first of it. So it is set buff size. Okay, so whenever we used to given a function as a size of an operator or size of an individuality, in the sense like whenever we construct a variable in the class functions or any of that, we always use a functional name that is the set buff size. Again, let's move further. So again, Arun sir secured this number of scores. Again, the quiz of the fourth answer question is the most important object defined in NumPy is an n-dimensional array type called. That is ND array. Okay, that is, I explained you today also why it has been most common as an n-dimensional array. The next question is, what will be the output of following code? Import NumPy as NumPy, NP and array 1, 2, 3, and we have to print a name. So what will be the output? So the output is 1, 2, 3. So why it happened upon? Okay, so how it is being given as in 1, 2, 3. Now your array is being structurized in the list part. Okay, now it is not the list part actually that has been defined, but your array is been starting from the 1, 2, 3. Why this is not there? This is not possible at all. One cannot be there because there are three particular elements in that. So actually that is proper the installations in that. So next, again, the scoreboard is here. Again, the next is a double point answer in the question both. So NumPy is often used along with the packages like so yes, both B and C, that is SkyPy and both Matplotlib is being used in a NumPy. No JSS can't be because it's a backend and it's just the frameworks of consisting. So upscaling in the scope. So next question is how we can convert the NumPy array to the list in Python. So the reshaping of the array and it is absolutely the wrong, the reshaping of the array, because first of all the array has been created with a sequential part. Okay, then the shaping is being done, then the cleaning like your modeling of your array is being transformed in that. So how can we find the types of NumPy array in the Python? So and the data type or the type of it, or those who gave the type. So the data type as being defined the various executions and your remembering your data type in that, whether it's any of your data type in your array. Let's move further. So how we install the NumPy in the system? So it's pip install NumPy. In very first class, I told you about the installing and the importing. So that's how we are being the quiz is all about. Like just this is just a refreshing of your concepts and a refreshing of your what you learned and upcoming and learned about the concepts in that, because it is obviously you people are being learning about the concepts in that and how you will be implementing or testing. That is how the quiz has been conducted for you all.
Hey guys, so this was, I mean, Kahoot is quite an interesting one. You know, this is the first time even I'm playing, trust me, and I found it really interesting. It's just a matter of like understanding how it needs to be done, how it is supposed to be played. But more importantly, it's not just about learning, playing, but also learning in return. You know, if even if we fail somewhere, that doesn't matter because ultimately we are going to get back a lot of things, right? even if the answer is not right, that's okay. There's no harm in it. The attempting is more important than your result. Okay, it's just a matter of learning collaboratively. That is what the main motive of Kahoot. It's not to measure your what is called measure your abilities or track your abilities or something. It's just to gamifying the learning experience. All about gamifying it up. When we learn together, we'll try to remember quite a lot of things. Okay, so probably in our next sessions we will take it now more interactively. I think that it's only happening one way session, and that's what is I see is the problem. But let's try to be more interactive and proactive, and will give you some more time in between, so that people who are joining late into the sessions as well can join anytime in between the Kahoots. Okay, so probably from tomorrow we will try to spice this Kahoot sessions and bring a totally new flavor altogether, right? So Anshika, it was really glad that we started this. This was a good starting point. Okay, it's just a matter of like people are not habituated yet. Probably people are not that opening yet. So that's fine. As the time goes by, probably people will understand the importance and the practicality of what we are trying to do. Okay.
Yeah, of course. I think the more of the awareness should be there, and how the people will be starting understanding that.
Yeah. So probably our younger generation members would be more interested. So I'm pretty sure. So probably what we'll do, we'll try to gamify this entire sessions, not just for younger generation, for all the members. So probably we'll take into the feedback from others as well, and improve in our next sessions.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, guys, if you guys have any questions, this probably is the right time to ask. No, I mean, you can type in the chat window as well. I mean, people who are not logged into our Zoom, that's fine. Okay, I take it as a no. Okay, so let's try to gather tomorrow at the same time, 8 o'clock. Probably what I'll do, I'll try to send in advance all as per how you can join Kahoot, how you can participate in it. Probably if you find any difficulties, or if you join late, probably we'll give you some time to understand how you can use Kahoot and try to log in even in between. That's fine. See, it doesn't matter if you join in between or if you join in the starting. What matters ultimately, whether you are learning, or at the end of the day what you try to learn, right? So that is more important compared to every like whether you join early or in the middle or something. That's fine. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Anshika. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining. Have a good day.